Hello everyone and welcome back. Meat Department here. I'm so glad you could join me for another video today. So Giant Simulator has received the Halloween update. So some of you may know, some of you might not know at this point. So it was released actually on October 23rd, which was a Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, it's a day later and I'm finally, had a chance to check it out a little bit earlier today. Unfortunately, not on the release day. So I'm here to show you everything new in this Halloween update and also how you should get started to start that grinding. So we'll go ahead and just show you everything new right away. So you'll notice right now, I don't have my Super Sundays on. I actually have on a bunch of Halloween pets. I have the Frankensteins and the Draculas on. Now, these guys aren't the best pets by any means, right? The Dracula is, I think, the legendary one. Frankenstein is like an epic or something. So it's not even the best one. There's one even better. It's like a pumpkin thing. I'll show you. But this is what I have on now because they're multipliers. And of course, you want to go around the map and pick up the new pumpkin currency. As you can see here, it's a literal jack-o'-lantern. That is actually kind of cool. So it's not a candy corn like I expected. However, the little event portal is a change like I did expect. So the summer event is out of here and we are now into Halloween Spooky Town, I think is what's called. So I just want to take a moment to look at this portal. This is actually really cool. Look at the scarecrow with the lantern and the jack-o'-lanterns next to it. We got a little wooden coffin here just hanging out and a little grave tombstone. So this is looking pretty cool, not gonna lie. It's a pretty cool looking portal for sure. So this is pretty much it. There's nothing on the outside of the world here except for all the orbs are now jack-o'-lantern pumpkins for you to go around and collect the event currency. So let's go into Spooky Town and look, right when you come in the portal, you go right into the AFK pumpkin circle. So this is where you get, 12 ticks a minute. So that means every 5 seconds, you're gonna get a tick of pumpkins. So you want to get as many pets as you can and evolve them so that you get the highest multipliers possible. Because what there is new for you to get are new pets, right? Check them out. We have a little black cat here, some sort of devil thing. I think this one's a zombie. We have Frankenstein and Dracula, which I have. And then there's the mythical version of, what is it? The Pumpkin Reaper. I don't have any of those yet, but I haven't really opened up a lot either, in all fairness. As you see, I have 3 million pumpkin tokens on the left. I only opened enough just to get some decent pets to get some multipliers going and try to figure things out. So it looks like we also have a new Mega Frank pet. Let's see, can we buy it? How dare you? Need more event currency. So the Mega Frank looks like it's basically a recoloring of Frankenstein, but it's probably larger and actually looks green like Frankenstein. So I bet you those stats are sick. I don't have the stats on me at this time, but as soon as I get them, I will show you. There's of course the pumpkin board if you wish to use some of your Robux for some currency. And look at this. This is something that's new right here, and they even show you what it looks like. So for 25 million pumpkins, you could buy the Pumpkin Reaper skin. Now this thing looks absolutely cool. Not gonna even lie, that thing is sick looking. I really want this thing badly. Look at the flaming feet, the fire on the feet, the aura. I mean, that thing is sick. So this is a permanent skin, guys. That means it will always stick with you. Even after you rebirth, it will come back. So it'll work just like basically the Ren skin did, which I actually deleted in my bags right now. So during the Metaverse Roblox event, which took place earlier this year in March or something, we got a skin if we completed those quests, and it was Ren Brightblade. That's his name. Pretty much after you rebirth, Ren still remains in your bag. He reappears. You can put him on, and he was the 4th best skin in the game at that point. So he was a pretty great star and the best skin a lot of players out there were able to get. And every time you rebirth, he comes back. So this is going to work the same exact way. The Pumpkin Reaper is going to be a permanent skin that comes back even if you delete it after you do a rebirth. And I'm guessing and I'm hoping that he is the best statted skin in the game right now. It should be like double as effective as Beck in my opinion for 25 million pumpkins. So that's what we have to really work for now. New pets and a new actual persistent skin, and that is actually okay with me. I think that's a cool change up instead of artifacts, to be quite honest. In terms of features, there is a new house leaderboard, and what this is people have gone pretty crazy. So what you can do in this actual spooky town here, we'll take a look around it. One thing you can do is actually go up to each door and open it up. Hit E and you pretty much go trick-or-treating, and when you do so, they do give you actual pumpkins. So I think it's like a ×7 as a base. So depending on what your multipliers are, you're gonna get that many pumpkins, but you can pretty much speed run past them and open them up just like I'm gonna show you right here. See this? You just run past, hit E, and they just keep opening and you keep getting pumpkins. So this is pretty decent right here. This is cool. And that's what that leaderboard is. So to get on that leaderboard, that means the top person opened up 14,610 boards or doors. That is a lot. They actually made it so when you evolve the pets this time around, it actually multiplies or basically doubles the pumpkin multiplier as well. So the base Dracula only gave 2.5, but I keep saying multiply. I evolved it and it turned into 5. So let's just open up just a couple here just to show you what I'm talking about. So there's the black cat, the little zombie, red devil, zombie, Dracula. There's our boy. Perfect. So the regular Dracula, if I can find him in the bags. I wish there was like a way to search easily because, man, I probably passed it already. Where is it?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, wow, I was blind. So I finally found it, and here he is right here. So this is the regular version of Dracula. The stats are 16.5 XP speed, 11.3 gold, and 2.5 pumpkin multiplier. Now you see the evolved version is going to be double the pumpkin multiplier to 5. So that is huge, and this is really what's going to kickstart this segment of how to get started quick. So the first things you should really do when you do jump into Giant Simulator, if you're coming back to Giant Simulator after taking a break, well, come on in, come into the pumpkin world, and there's actually a new code that I know of for now. If we bring it up, I think you just type in pumpkin, and it gives you 1,000 pumpkins. I haven't even used it yet on this guy, I don't think. Nope, so 1,000 pumpkins right away. That's going to get you halfway to one of the pets. And what you want to do then is, if you don't have time, just stand in the AFK circle, right? It's going to be really slow, but you'll eventually accumulate some. But you probably want to either spam through these doors right here, knock them open, and as a start, you'll get 7 for each one, right? 7 for each one, and then the pumpkins get 5. Or, of course, you can go out to the world and just collect the orbs. So there's about 59 orbs out inside the actual world outside the town. So if you do, 59 times 5, that's what, 250, I don't know, 295, almost 300, let's just say. You'll get almost 300 pumpkins a wave. So if you do a full circuit, which takes, about a minute or so, if you're pretty quick about it. I like to start right outside the castle and just follow the pumpkins this way. It'll take about a minute to get all of these pumpkins. And when you have no pets on at all, you could expect to get roughly about 300, maybe a little bit less than 300 pumpkins. So, you just spend, what, 3 or 4 minutes of your time grinding after you type in that code pumpkin, and you already have 2,000 pumpkins right there. So then you basically just want to head back to the Spooky Town event area. You want to buy your first pet, right? Hope it's a good one, but either way, it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be helpful, right? I hope it's a good one. If it's one of the bad ones, it's not going to help much right away, but at least it's something. And then really you want to get back on the grind again, and hopefully your multiplier is somewhat decent if you got a good pet. Come back out here. I would recommend just to come pick up the pumpkins because it's the fastest way to get them. But you could go open the doors. Maybe the server you're in has a lot of people collecting orbs, and it's actually just faster for you to go and, collect them through the doors. Or you can stand in the AFK circle, of course. But then you pretty much depend on how many pets you can actually equip, whether it's 2, 4, 6, or 8, how, depending on what kind of combination of passes or no passes that you have. Well, you want to go back in and buy your second pet and so forth. Just get those multipliers going, right? So that's the key. Your primary goal to get kickstarted in this event is to get at least a full team of pets going, right? And then once you get the full team of pets going, like I didn't just have evolved pets instantly when I started playing. I had a hodgepodge of all kinds of weird wacky pets here. I had zombies and black cats and regular Frankensteins and Dracula. I just kept doing the same process, right? I primarily like to run the orbs myself because I think it's faster. And I came back and kept buying until I got a decent team. This isn't even really a great team, especially for a player like me, that plays pretty hardcore. But it was good enough to get kickstarted. It was good enough to get 3 million pumpkins. And that number would be even higher if I did push to get, obviously, some of these mythical 0.5% pumpkin reaper pets. That would be pretty sick. Because I bet you those give a pretty good base. If Frankenstein gives, or Dracula gives 2.5, right? Then this guy has to give 3, is my guess. And then the Mega Franks will be 5. So I think that's how it's going to work. So actually, this time around, it is more beneficial to buy the Mega Franks right off the bat, as opposed to any other event. Because when you do evolve them, unlike the Super Sundays, or, the Super Sundays when they had the timed shells on them, you evolved them as still times 5. It wasn't times 10. So yeah, that was kind of sad, but at the same time, it honestly didn't matter for the summer event because there was nothing else to get, right? After you got your full team of Super Sundays, if you got the full team of Super Sundays, you know, by that point you probably already had your artifacts because those were kind of easier to get, and you had nothing else to really do. This time around, you do have something else to do, and that's to get the Pumpkin Reaper skin for 25 million big ones. Now, I think a lot of people are going to end up getting this because realistically, we're probably going to have about a month or so, I'm guessing, to at least to farm this stuff. And I think a lot of people can grind 25 million of these in a month. And I would highly recommend doing so because I'm thinking this is, if not the best skin, it's going to be the second best skin. But I hope that Fable and Tony made the stats proper on this and actually just going to make this the #1 skin in the game because that would be absolutely amazing, in my opinion. So that's pretty much it for the Halloween update. So there are no new features or anything like that. And by that, I mean like features as in like systems for your skills or leveling up things. There's nothing like that right now. There's no different type of stuff to acquire or work towards, but there is the new Spooky Town event, and it does have technically it is a new feature to knock on doors to get currency, because really we didn't have a third additional way to ever get event currency. Really, in the summer event there was the soccer game, but it didn't give you any shells for making goals, so that was kind of a downer. This time you actually can knock on doors and actually get currency for it, so that is pretty cool, I will say that. But it still is, you're gonna purchase pets, and this thing right here, this is what I'm talking about right here. This makes the whole event kind of worth it and cool in my opinion, is this thing. Now if this was artifacts, I would have been highly disappointed in this update, I'm not even gonna lie. If it was pets and artifacts again, oh, come on guys. But they did give us a persistent skin. This is something I personally requested and hoped for myself, right? I was like, I think they should really utilize the persistent skin technology that they had with Red and bring that about for us. Something to work towards again. The same thing could be for weapons. So here's a little graveyard here. I'm just going to do a little run through. Check it out here. So it's got these little viney things and coffins all over the place. It's kind of spooky, not going to lie. Kind of spooky. So yeah, that's it for the Halloween update. Just showing you everything new on the main account. I will be bringing you, of course, a lot more videos for now on with Giant Sim for this character and others, and a bunch of different topics to come. But I wanted to get this out there because I haven't had a video and many of you have been telling me about the update. I know it's here, guys. I just haven't had a chance to take a look until now. So that's all I had for today. Please let me know in the comments below what you think of this update. Do you think it was worth the wait, or do you not think it was worth the wait? But that persistent skin right there, I'm telling you, that better be the best skin in the game. We'll definitely see when we get one of them unlocked and we see the stats, but it better be the best skin in the game. So yeah, that's all I have for today. So I want to thank you for spending your time with me. If you're a previous subscriber, you're coming back to check out the Halloween update and seeing what Giant Sim has, man, I'm glad that you're back. Go ahead and like the video. It will help spread it across the YouTube realms. But if you're new, you like what you saw and you want to see more, please subscribe and smash that bell for notifications so you are made aware when the next episode comes out. But as always, until next time, stay positive, keep swinging, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.